I'm Coach T, the head coach at Talladega College, and I got next. Ooh.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones, our head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
SLT Nation, what it do? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Sports Life Talks. You Got Next, a series for the people that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow, a platform that highlights amazing human beings doing incredible things and accomplishing big dreams. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have did it one more again. We actually got some Louisiana connection. Y'all can sprinkle a little Lowry's on it today. A little of that Louisiana hot sauce. We got Coach Tanaira Rounds in the building, volleyball coach out of Talladega. How you doing today, Coach?
How are you?
Oh, I'm phenomenal. I'm doing real good. In case y'all don't know, it is the Louisianimal himself. I am your host, the mouth of the South Beach, Jones, Mr. Yeet, rocking alongside of my co-host, my brother from another mother, my partner in crime, the head coach, KT. Kev, you ready to rock and roll, dog?
Yeah, but you know what's funny, B. Jones? I woke up this morning, that Keith Sweat song, Merry Go Round, was in my head. Tevin Campbell, I think he has a song with Prince called Round and Round.
There it is.
And then Fat Joe and Chris Brown, they got a song, Another Round. So those songs are just playing in my head all day. So.
All right, Kev, I kind of got the theme of where you were going with that. We're about to go, hey, you know what, Kev? Later in the show, we got championship round. All right, so y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to have a little fun with that. But before we get started, Kevin, I have to ask a small little favor from all of you out there, whether you come from our alumni, ECA, Evangel Christian Academy, or whether you at Talladega College, or whether you represent LA. I know how y'all get down out there on the West Coast doing the most. We need y'all to show us a little bit of support by the way of likes, subscriptions, and clicks and shares, and it won't cost you a penny. On the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do Sports Life Talk tradition. We need you to smash that subscribe button. All right, have a little faith in us just this one time, because I promise you, we got a great show coming today, and we got other great shows coming down the road. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, now I gave you the time. I hope you took advantage of it. But if you say, well, B, I ain't sold yet, buckle up, baby, because we about to rock and roll, and we're going to give you a great fire episode. Coach Rounds, how you doing?
I'm good.
Kevin,
how are you?
You messed me up with the Tevin Campbell thing, Kevin. I ain't gonna even lie. The song is in my head.
Round and round. Yeah.
All right. Well, Coach Rounds, before we can get you going, right? Coach T. I'm gonna call you Coach T. I feel like we family. We got that jambalaya between us. You know what I'm saying? Coach T, we got to take you through the Sports Life Talk initiation. Are you ready?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, she looking a little concerned, can't she? She looking a little nervous, Kev. Heat up, Kev.
All right, Coach T. So to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay. India Ari, top 1. That's my girl. I'm gonna go Tupac, of course. We have the same birthday, by the way. So.
Really? So you just had a birthday?
June 16th, yeah. I'm gonna go Kendrick Lamar, 𝐥𝐤, and that last one, Jill Scott.
Oh,
Jill Scott. I like those 5, Kev.
You see, since we switched it from top hip hop artists to, music.
You said artists.
Yeah. We switched it. We used to just do top hip hop artists, and now we're getting more of a variety.
Yeah,
all right, Coach.
Jill Scott for sure. The first India Ari.
Oh, it won't be the last.
Oh.
So give us your favorite sports teams.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh, say no more. You're already in the family, but go ahead.
Okay. LSU, go Tigers.
Oh,
kind of rubbed
there
off.
it is.
For
There it is.
sure.
Go Tigers.
I'm a big Texas volleyball, Longhorns volleyball team.
Hey, we'll tell you a little bit. Keep going.
We'll do. I'm a big Dodgers fan. LA, of course, and then since we're gonna do all the sports, I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm Kings hockey for sure.
Kev, I actually like her variety right there, man. She showed everybody a little bit of love. I can see it.
A little bit of something.
But see, I was feeling really good when she said the Cowboys, but then she came back with the LSU.
I know. Hey, I wasn't expecting it either. I was like, here we go. Hey, real quick though, Coach Rounds, we had...
Shreveport rubbed off for me a little bit.
Yeah, we did something right?
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if we got too much to be proud of. Hey, but we had 𝐤𝐤𝐤 White. I don't know if you know that name. She's a former All-American volleyball player at University of Texas. She sat in the seat that you sat in, so she's a SportsLifeTalk You Got Next alumni member. So you joining a fan of your team there.
All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
I am a big Magneto fan. So a lot of people think like he's a villain, but to me he's a superhero. Like say he's trying to help his people. And I think people always look at the bad side of him because he is a little forceful, but he's smart. He do it for his people, that's how I feel.
And
you know that he is basically Malcolm X.
Kevin, I was just about to say that. I was told that Martin Luther King was supposed to be Xavier.
Yes.
And then and Malcolm X was supposed to be Magneto. That's crazy.
Yeah, but what's funny though, in the new movies that's going to come out with the MCU, they are going to be black. So be looking out for that.
No way.
Yes, both of those characters are supposed to be black.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
All right, so...
I hope they, speaking of I am a big superhero thing, I hope they actually do like jewelry and everything for Black Panther and not make it crazy. I hope they really follow the comics when it comes to that series, but we'll see.
Yeah, we got to talk about that off air. All right, so Maximoff, I think his last name is Maximoff. Okay, so Magneto. Since every supervillain needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Ooh.
I got on this one, B.
I don't know. I don't know this one because like the theme songs of like my life are like more calm and chill. I feel like his life is more like, a little more aggressive. Probably one of my Eminem songs or something. Like I'm just thinking like I feel Eminem vibes coming from him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Something.
That could be any song you want though.
It could be any song.
It could be
even
if
I'd probably be like "Sing for the Moment" by Eminem. Sing with it. Sing for the year. Sing for the life.
Hey, look at Coach Rounds got that.
Yeah, I think that's probably it would be that because it's a little aggressive, but it has a good like meaning behind it.
All right, like that song says, B. Jones, take it away.
All right. Well, Coach Rounds, it is such an honor to have you on here. If those of you who hadn't caught it, she's a little bit of everything. She's lanyap right now. We got a volleyball coach out of Talladega College. She graduated from Talladega College, went back to coach at her alumni, which I think that story is amazing. She brings a little bit of HBCU alumni to the show, and we got a Delta in the building. I got reprimanded. That's what I said. See, I represented Deltas, and I think it was an AKA on the show, and that went sideways on me. But I want to let you know I'm representing for them Deltas today.
No, you went AKA, and she was a Delta. That's what happened.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Kevin.
You won't.
All right, Coach Rounds. So let's start this thing off by going back to the beginning. Let's go back to the LA, right? Now, tell us a little bit about you growing up in LA.
So I'm from South Central LA. So that was already kind of rough area we grew up in. I have 5 sisters, my mom and my dad. So the joke around our street was like, thank God they're not boys. Because it was like 6 rough girls playing sports, playing football with the boys, basketball, you know? So, like, that was, like, the running joke. Like, thank God they're not boys. So, we grew up, small house. I went to, my mom has her own bus company, and she sent us, like, we would have to drive, like, an hour to school because she was like, no, we're not going to school in this area. I went to Overright Middle School. I went to King Drew High School. So, like, it's a mathematical school. I was a big nerd, if y'all haven't picked up on that.
Not yet.
I'm a big nerd. So I grew up playing basketball. We were a basketball family, and then my high school coach at King Drew said, like, everyone needs to have an off-season sport. I was like, I'm not doing softball because I don't like outside. Like, sports-wise, I like being outdoors, but not outside to be running around. So I did volleyball because I'm like, I'm not gonna make the team. We're gonna be good. She'll check me off for trying, and we can keep it pushing. But I made the team. And, like, instantly, first month, like, fell in love with it. By my sophomore, junior year, basketball kind of became second. I kind of stopped my AAU, started doing club volleyball, and then it kind of just became, like, I was a basketball turtle. You know, like, I'm not a basketball player anymore. Eventually, I'm a volleyball player. So, when I went to college, I was kind of getting recruited by both. And I was just like, my sister, she also played Talladega College basketball. So she won a national, she won actually the MVP of the national tournament she was in playing for Talladega back in 2009, 2010. So she kind of just told me, like, you got to figure out what you love, because college sports, you can't just do it because you're good or do it because you're a friend. Like, you got to want to do it because you got to be up at 40 and all this stuff. So I was like, yeah, I don't love basketball enough to be trying to do 50-hour weeks. You know, like, yeah. I just didn't love it enough. So she was like, all right, do volleyball. So, I got a lot of academic scholarships everywhere, a lot of, you know, a few basketball, a few volleyball, but Talladega was the only place where I can get my school paid for and play volleyball. It was either like partial or I can do academic full and not play. So Talladega was the only place where I could play and get it paid for. So that's kind of how I ended up. And she had went there as well, doing the same, kind of had the same mentality. Like, neither of our parents didn't graduate college. So we were just like, we all grew up with the mentality, like, you play sports to pick for college. Like, if anything else happens, right, cool. So that's kind of how I got to Talladega,
and the story is that.
Home.
Hey, I like that you even told us how you fell in love with volleyball. So that's actually pretty cool. Now, where's Talladega College at? University?
Right. It's in Talladega, Alabama. So do you remember the movie Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
Bobby, the Speedway? We're in that town.
Now, is it a predominant African Americans? Because you went to an HBCU.
Predominantly African American. We are the first liberal arts HBCU in Alabama. So we were founded in 1867 by 2 former slaves. And we have so much history on Talladega College campus. Like, we have Underground Railroad passages on our campus. We have, we've actually graduated the most HBCU presidents from Talladega College. So we have so much history in Talladega. It's just such a small school that people don't know about.
Yeah, see, when you described Talladega, I saw the nerd then. Yeah, now I see.
Hey.
I'm just messing with you, Coach. I'm messing with you, Coach T. That's awesome. I'm gonna tell you, got me. I like, my daughter is in a decision-making process of looking at some schools. I'm definitely going to present Talladega to her. Now, tell us a little bit about your team, because I saw that you coached at my alma mater, Evangel, and then you decided to go back. How did that transition happen? And tell us a little bit about the opportunity that you have there at Talladega, coaching at your own school.
Okay, so I've always coached clubs when I was in high school. Like, instead of having like the regular summers, I would go back and coach other smaller programs. When I graduated at college, I was like, okay, Evangel kind of happened to be a random option. And it was such, for me, a culture shock. Like, I went from, my mom always put us in predominantly black high schools in LA, which is hard to find, but always in good areas. So we had I was on the magnet program surrounded by educated black people in middle school, high school. and then going to an HBCU, and then going to Evangel. It was such an interesting thing. Like, I was in Shreveport, which was a lot in itself. I don't know how else to describe Shreveport, but
that's my hometown, so be careful.
City. It was country and city, like all
everything. Everything you want is in Shreveport. Gambling.
Yeah, that's true.
Gangs. It don't matter. So, it's everything.
And then Evangel kind of was just like different. It was a lot of love in Evangel. It was very interesting to see. I wasn't used to being around so many Christian people, I guess I would say, and then Caucasian people as well. But it was a good mixture of like everything in the school at the same time, if you can understand that. So it was very interesting for me to be in a Christian-based society. I mean, like area, because I wasn't used to that coming from LA. Like people praying over you at 7 a.m. I'm like, okay. I got used to that. It was an interesting thing. And then once the pandemic happened, I just knew, like, I had just got out of a relationship. I just kind of was finding myself. So I was like, I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to just go for it. Like, everybody's telling me I have a good base to be a college level volleyball coach. Because me, I was like, I loved coaching high school, but it just wasn't giving me enough that I feel like I could give. I feel like I have more to give. So I ended up moving to Atlanta with my friend, Imani McGee Stafford. I moved in with her. She let me move in with her. And then I just started putting out applications to everywhere, every college. I'm like, people are looking for college coaches. Pandemic's happening. People are leaving. Like, older people are leaving. I'm going to just try to slide in where I can. And I had a lot of different opportunities, but more at the assistant coaching level, which I was fine with. I just wanted to get in where I fit in. And then really at the last minute, my mentor was kind of like, hey, Talladega college coach, he's leaving for, the pandemic was too much for him. He wanted to go to his family. Are you interested? I was like, where I gotta go? What I gotta
all day,
what I gotta do? So it was funny. The season at first practice actually started 5 days after I got hired. I had like no time to game plan. The girls were already there. It was just
you didn't know your players or nothing. You walked in just
I didn't know. I hadn't seen a face, a name, a budget. I hadn't seen anything yet. They were just like, "This is just you got it. We'll send you the paperwork and everything when you get here." And I was just like, "Okay, I'm here," and we kind of just went with it. And it was just like ground running. First day I got to campus, practicing with these girls as a college coach, and it took so long for it to sink in. I'm like, I'm a college coach.
In 5 days. So it's funny you say that, because from just now, keep in mind, I'm a fly on the wall. I'm only able to see what you put out there, right? What you and your players, y'all have put out a lot of materials, and what I see, it's like you came in and it was a perfect fit. Your players love you. You guys are like one big family, and so how did you develop that relationship so quick? Because I was coming on here, I was about to ask you, Coach, what was the psychology behind you putting this all together? And it sounded like to me, you just came in and it was a natural fit. So how did all this come about? How did you gel so well?
It was, thank you. I just kind of went in and went in as me. Like, they understood, and I try to be as transparent with my staff and my players as possible, because let them know, like, a lot of coaches come in, like, you listen to me, I'm this, I have this much experience, and I'm like, I know I'm in this position for a reason. No question about it. I am very much capable, but I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm still figuring it out too. We're just very kind of growing together, and that's kind of been the philosophy. My whole, I guess, motto on life is trust the process, enjoy the journey. Like, there's a reason for everything. You just gotta trust that you're doing the right things, the people around you have a good mentality, and then like, it's gonna work out. And then enjoy the journey. Like, you just gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy it, and that's kind of been our thing. Growing together. I'm big on mental health. I think that's been the biggest thing that's been bonding our girls together. I was a mental health specialist for 3 years. So mental health at the top of my ranking of importance. So I think my girls definitely appreciate that for me.
Man, I swear you must be looking over here at my script. That was my next thing. I was about to say, now, Coach, you're a big-time mental health advocate. And you also, I don't want to call it swag. I don't want to call it drip. I don't know what's the right word, but you bring this this new age type coaching style, right?
Yeah.
You crouching down, you having fun, you taking pics. It's like you like the hip hop coach almost. I hate to even put it in that type of segment, but it's like you transform. It's not all buttoned up and rigid. So is that part of is that part of where you get that from, the mental health aspect, where you just kind of like empathize and kind of make the players feel comfortable with you? Is that all strategic, or is that just who you really are?
I mean, I think that's who I really am. I like to make people around me feel comfortable. Family, friends, people I will never talk to again. Like, you make everybody feel comfortable and at home with you. Like I said, my grandma always taught me, like, you treat the president the same way you treat the janitor, everyone with respect. And that's what I preach for my girls. And just knowing like, I will make a mistake, but I will continue. Like, I won't make the same mistake twice. And just kind of preaching that to them, teaching them to be themselves. Like, I love girls with big personalities. They all have very big personalities. My number one core value is authenticity. Like, I want to be authentic all the time. Like I said, I be in sweats and stuff on game day. I'm going to dress to impress. I'm going to have fun with my girls. I love the songs that they're singing. I'm going to sing with them, do TikToks with them. I'm going to just make them feel like they have that sister or that auntie away from home. All my girls are out of state.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got that auntie rounds vibe.
Yeah, I get that.
Auntie T.
I am a true auntie.
All right, so Coach, tell us why Delta Sigma Theta?
There's no other option. I'm confused. What do you mean?
What's the question, Kev? Where's the question in there?
Right. I was waiting for the question. Like, Delta is the only way. No, but in all seriousness, funny thing, I didn't never realize a lot of my mentors growing up, they were Deltas. I had no idea, because they never really put that out. Like, because in LA, it's not just everybody is Greek, and the South, every other person is Greek. In LA, 1 to every 40. But when I went back to school, I started seeing, like, oh wow, actually, half of my teachers at 𝐥𝐤𝐬 were Deltas, and I didn't even know. The mentor I had in my internship, she was a Delta. I never really knew. So when I was in college and I was seeing that, I was starting to see, like, oh, she used to have elephants in her office. She used to do this and do that. Yeah. And I just never knew what it was. And so I started researching. Like, I was a person, like, I was a clean slate when it came to that. I didn't have any real influence. My parents weren't saying, oh, do that, do that. They were just happy we were in college. They were just happy we were doing something. So I was researching, I started seeing, like, wow, they actually were they were actually advocates for women's rights and walking behind these great Black advocates as well. And then, like, our mission statement being kind of focused on the Black community as well as the rest of the community. I like that about Delta. And it just felt right. It felt like they were doing something to make the difference, and I wanted to be a part of that, and I wanted to help make that difference.
Okay, so what is something that you learned from volleyball that you can use off the court?
Teamwork. And learning how to, if you make a mistake, go into the next thing and just, what can I do to make the next person better on my team, and then what can I do to not make the same mistake I just made? That's why I think it is, because volleyball is the only sport, I think, that if you actually make a mistake, the other person gets a point. Every other thing, if you miss a jump shot, you can miss 10, and then it won't really help your team, but it won't really hurt your team either. Volleyball is the only sport. If I make a mistake, my whole team.
Yeah, it is.
I've never even thought about that, kid.
Yeah.
That is a crazy point.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. So I know you've seen the movie Love and Basketball, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where I get in your business. So let's pretend that you are Monica Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Quincy McCall in your life right now?
Not a Quincy McCall, but there is something.
Something. Does something have a name?
Okay.
I tried to get it. I'm trying to pry it out of
Now,
her.
let me ask you this question, Coach, since we're talking about the relationship thing. Now, how tall are you? Because
Oh,
your pictures. Okay, I was about to say your pictures seem like you're
I'm 5'11".
you tall out there. All right.
Every bit of it.
So is there a height requirement?
Oh, for sure. I love wearing heels. I wear heels on game days. I love wearing heels. I love being tall. minimum 6'3", minimum. But if you're funny, maybe 6'2", we can go down.
Yeah, hey, he only got you an inch. It's hard.
But the reason I asked you about the height requirement, because we have a young lady on the show. Y'all the same height, and she says, "Not 6'2", you don't have a chance." And she,
oh wow,
yeah, she holds on to that.
I think it's really funny. So like, I've never been I've been in 2 relationships my whole life, and then like my high school sweetheart and my college sweetheart. And my high school sweetheart, now I'm taller than he is. But when you're growing up, you're the same height, and then girls keep growing and they kind of stop. And then I guess my second one, he was like 6'1", so it's not
etched in stone. Yeah, it ain't etched in stone, but it's get as close as we can.
Yeah, let's get as close as we can to 6'3". So yeah, we
yes.
6'3" and pads, right?
Look for 6'3".
All right, B. Jones, it's that time, man.
All right, Coach Rounds. It is that time where we take you into a game called Championship Rounds. With Kevin and I, we turn on each other, and it becomes brother versus brother. Have you ever played the game called Would You Rather?
Yes.
And you know the rules are very simple. Kevin and I will both present you an option. You select which option that is most applicable to you. The host in which option you select will get a point. The first host to 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this episode's game of Championship Rounds. And for those of you who are keeping up with us, if you've been rocking with us for almost 100 episodes now, Kevin has a strong lead. I think the lead right now is 46 to 39.
It's 47.
Well, that must mean I got 40 then, because you only got a 7-point lead on me.
I think you're making it up, but we'll just go with what you said, 46. Yeah, let's go.
We'll do a recount for those of you who are keeping up and you're fans of the head coach. But for right now, I'm about to win this game, so you're about to be sorry. And we're going to keep it going from this point. All right, Coach, so you are calling all the shots. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Kev, you are the defending champion, sir.
Oh, I like to hear that. All right, Coach. Would you rather make it to the championship game without knowing if you will win or lose, or
would you rather make it win 5 straight conference titles, which means you automatically are into the tournament, but you may not go past the first round. So you win 5 straight HBCU conference titles.
I'd rather make it to the championship round and know if I can and believe in my girls.
Well, round 1 goes to KT. I knew I was waiting on that. Okay. Whatever. So round 2, would you rather get a lifetime clothing contract with Team Nike where the proceeds go to black fraternities and sororities, or
would you rather create your own and design your own fashion line for upcoming clothing brand that supports all HBCU coaches? So with mine, you get to design your own clothing line that is an up and coming company, but all the proceeds that supports all the HBCU coaches.
I like the HBCU coaches. My own clothing line, up and coming. I'm believing myself.
You're good at what you do, Coach. I like your style.
Oh my gosh.
All right, round number 3 in the final round. Coach, woo, this is a tough one. Would you rather coach a player that went to the Olympics and won a gold medal and credits you for her success, or
coach a player that became a head coach and won a ring and says they couldn't have done it without you?
The Olympic team.
And now we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all, EC. Evangel Christian Academy, stand up. We did this one for y'all. Now I am 40 to Coach's 47. We'll say that. And I am on my way to come back and win this. But Coach, thank you for participating along with us on this game of Championship Rounds. You did well. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. The show's called You Got Next. We got Coach T in the building. Coach, what does the future hold for you?
We want a ring. Win a ring. My ultimate goal, I'm also in a master's program right now, so get my degree. One day become a a black woman AD at HBCU one day.
Now that's some big goals right there. I like that. Are there any black female ADs right now?
Yes.
Really? What?
Yes,
You know what
there's
school?
one at Xavier, Dillard University. Miss Kiki, she's a AD, also commissioner of a conference. So
Louisiana again, by the way. That's Louisiana.
Yeah.
Both of those schools, Xavier and Dillard. I'm just saying, a little bit more progressive than people may think we are.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so we see your IG and Twitter right here on the screen. So where else can people find you?
Of course, LinkedIn. We have a 𝐤𝐤𝐬 Volleyball, our team page. Not on TikTok, but follow our team pages. That'll help me out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got it. So do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my sisters, all the Rounds girls. Love you. You guys know that one of my players is a Rounds girl. But
No, we didn't.
Tell us how many sisters you got?
I have 5 sisters.
There's 5 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. We all have it. So out of that, my oldest is a Talladega. Now the baby's a Talladega, and then the one right under me, she's a Grambling alumni now.
So you able to coach your own sister?
Yes.
Now, how does that relationship work in practice? I mean, does she listen to you? Is she honoring you? Okay.
First, I'm a coach before anything. My girls.
Yeah.
But she's a great player. She's a great asset to the team. Top 2 in hitting percentage, so she's doing very, very well on the team, and I think they're embracing her very well.
She'll never say, "I'm gonna tell mama on you."
Oh no, because my mom knows. I don't even sometimes I tell my mom, like, if it's about me or it's about her, I'm like, I don't take calls from parents 24 at my mom. But I'll hit it with that.
Let me ask you this: since y'all are sisters, like after a game, do y'all just go to a room and just throw down? You know what I'm saying? Just
no, we haven't had to do that, but it has been moments where I'll have to like zone her in, kind of on the way I let the team kind of do it, but it's just sometimes it is some ways I know like that's my sister, so I know how to kind of get to her.
Yeah.
And I can kind of talk to her a little more aggressively than maybe a different player. But it's I mean, I've been on her whole volleyball journey. She's been on mine too, so.
That's pretty cool. What's the age difference? What's the age difference between you? I didn't want to ask you your age on that. I feel
it's okay.
I'm pretty young. Don't ask me
I don't mind asking my age. I'm 27. She's 18. So we're both Geminis. Birthdays are 4 days apart. So.
You Geminis or something else too. All right, Coach. So you are family now, and family looks out for each other. So with that said, we need for you to find our next guest in our You Got Next series. So, okay. Coach Rounds, who are you nominating?
Oh, hopefully I like my assistant. I think my assistant coach story will be amazing. Y'all would love talking to her.
What's her name?
Mercedes Gillingham.
Mercedes Gant, you are on deck. Coach Tanaira Rounds, you are amazing. You're phenomenal. You're beautiful. I love everything you're doing on your IG your page. Your team is popping. I can't wait to see what Talladega is going to do under your tutelage. And Coach Rounds, you got next. Sports Life Talk Nation, we did it. And I told y'all early in the show that, listen, hit that subscription button. But if you didn't, I know you enjoyed that. And I know that you are going to show us some love right now by smashing that subscribe button. And now that you had so much fun, you even want to share this message, and you're going to bless somebody else and say, hey, you need to hear what these boys out here talking about, what these kids doing down there in the South with this You Got Next series. And Coach Rounds, we appreciate you coming on. Listen, if y'all want more of me and Kev, don't forget to leave us some likes and tell us a little bit about what you thought about the show in the comments. Tell Coach Rounds, wish her the best of luck. Anything you want to say Kev got robbed in the championship rounds, or if you want to say 𝐸𝐸𝐬𝐷𝐼 is number 2 and Jill Scott was number 1, whatever you want to say, we and Kevin are maniacal about our engagement, and we do go live on Wednesday nights with Sports Life Talk Nation, live Wednesday nights on YouTube. We stream at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, so come have some fun with us. Come kick your feet up. It's a crazy show. It is not your typical sports show. It won't be professional. We just come on. We just have a good time. We laugh. We make fun of each other. We talk sports. We talk relationships. We're going to get Coach Rounds in it because I want her to defend this 6'3", this 6'3" theory she got. 6'2" if you're funny. And, all right, Kev. So I know I probably missed some, man, but I'm back in the win column.
Yes, you are.
That's good. Evangel, I love y'all. Red, blue, and white. Let's go. Kev, what you got to say, man? I'll leave you with the final words.
See, when she said the Mercedes, the coach, now I got that song by Pebble stuck in my head. Do you want to ride in my Mercedes? Ride.
Look at Coach Rounds. Coach Rounds vibing with you, bro.
You know, Coach, you are the first volleyball coach that we've had on the show. So
Really?
thank you for rocking with us. It means a lot for someone like you of your stature to give us your time. So we really appreciate that.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun with y'all.
Coach Rounds, you got next. Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Hey, y'all take care of one another because the world is becoming a crazy place. Stay safe, be blessed, and we will see y'all again on the next episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.